Good afternoon, good evening, good wherever you are. How's everyone doing? We're back with more Final Fantasy 16. Lovely birdie, what are you doing over there? Right.
Did you see that? Tell me you saw that.
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper. Come to claim your just desserts. Best of luck out there, Sid.
How are you doing? Here you go.
Oh yeah, there's 3 side quests crop across the world.
Think you can help? Ah, Clive. Just the man I was hoping to see.
Oh? And why is that?
You remember how some of Sir Wade's guardians took up residence here after the Akashic attacked? Well, now the rest have come to join him. Seems their barracks in the Lazarus have been lost to an ether flood. Now, I don't mind having a few more brave boys around to keep them animals at bay. I ain't daft after all. But we ain't got nowhere for 'em to bed down. Poor buggers are having to make do with haylofts and chocobo pens. I'd build 'em a new barracks here if I could. But where would I put 'em? There just isn't enough room up here on the rock. Which leaves us in a bit of a pickle. The people we're counting on to keep us safe are living like beggars.
I see.
And it isn't just that lot. There's bears to think about too. There's been more and more of them turning up lately, coming from all over looking for safe haven. But there's only so many we can shelter with the room we've got. We can't keep cramming more and more people into less and less space. What we need is a new home for our new arrivals. And that's what I was hoping you might help me with. If it ain't too much of a burden, of course.
Hang on, give him my glasses a wipe. Alright. Rekindling the flame.
It's no burden.
Thank you, Clive.
So, where were you thinking of making this new home?
Well, I reckon we could do a lot worse than Eastpool.
Eastpool. It's been a long time since I thought about that place.
It was a tragedy, what happened. And if any of us could have done anything to stop it, we would have. But what's done is done. And those who lived there wouldn't have wanted the village they loved to be left in ruins.
I suppose you're right.
The blight might be pressing in, but I reckon it's got a good few years left in it yet. There's just one problem. A band of cutthroats have made it their den, and they don't
Well
seem
aware
like
of
they've been
that.
moving on in a hurry. Nasty bastards they are too. I've lost some good men to their raids. Would have sent someone to clear 'em out sooner if my boys didn't already have their hands full fending off the Akashic. But now we've got a few more guardians of the flame to call on. I reckon it's time we made our move. What do you say? Fancy leading a raiding party?
I do. Eastpool was once home to people I loved. I won't have bandits sully those memories. I'll gladly drive them out of there.
And I know the men will gladly follow you. I've already shared a few thoughts with Sir Wade about how we might be able to win the place back. And I dare say he's got some ideas of his own too. Why don't you go and talk to him?
Of course.
I mean, I've already killed them a bazillion times in Eastpool.
Reckon Eastpool would make a nice little home for a few bearers and guardians with a mind to make a go of it. Once those blasted bandits have been sent packing, that is.
Back to Eastpool, then.
Not just yet. Let's hear Wade's plan first. So, Wade, it's good to see you well.
And you, Lord Rossfield. And you.
I spoke with Martha. She tells me you have plans to free Eastpool and make it your own.
That's right, though it was mostly her idea. I rather fear my men have been treading on her toes somewhat since joining us, not to mention each other's. And then there are the bearers, men and women who found the courage to flee their masters and sought refuge here. We need somewhere to settle them, and I can think of worse places than Eastpool.
As can I. Which is why I agreed to help you win it back.
That's very kind of you. I'd be most grateful if you would. With you beside us, we shall soon send that rabble of rogues running for the hills.
So, what can you tell me?
That thankfully there aren't too many of them. Fewer than a dozen at our last count. And rather less, thankfully. The road that leads there will more than likely still be crawling with Akashic. A small force would suffice to clear the village, but if the Akashic were to follow them in, that force could end up trapped between a rock and a very hard place indeed.
I'll head into Eastpool and deal with the bandits. You and the Guardians can stay outside the village and fend off any Akashic who come too close. Make sure I'm not taken unawares.
I can't ask you to bear all that risk yourself, my lord.
The Akashic are the bigger risk. I can handle a few bandits.
Well, if you're sure, I shall summon my men at once.
Shall I wait for you here?
No need, my lord. You go on ahead. We'll be with you before long.
All right. I'll meet you at Eastpool then.
We shall see you there. And may victory await our coming.
I thought there was some sort of graphical hiccup going on during that cutscene. It's like leaves, I think, falling from the trees, like really close to the camera.
I'll build a barricade so sturdy, even a band of Curl Gone Blue couldn't break it down.
Brother Wade informed us of the plan, my lord. Please proceed to Eastpool whenever you're ready. We'll join you in on.
Alrighty then. I'll see you there.
Can hardly make out. Let's go.
Ba-ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Barf. Really, you can't jump over it? Ooh. Oh. Wait, can I do something with that now?
This one's awake.
Hello. Chronoliths. Chronoliths are similar to Erit stones in that within them is hidden a virtual battlefield accessible by Clive and Clive alone. Each chronolith presents Clive a timed trial in which he must combat continuous waves of deadly enemies only with the feat and abilities of a single icon. Ah. So it's a challenge mode.
Let's see what's inside.
Trial by fire. Within this ancient menhir awaits a harrowing trial in which Clive must race to overcome a host of deadly foes, wielding the blessing of but a single icon, the Phoenix. Okay. Is it like level capped or? Trial by elements. To complete a trial, Clive must defeat all enemies before time runs out, using only the predetermined feat and abilities of a single icon. Time can be extended by performing certain battle techniques specified before the start of each trial. Oh god, so they're not going to be displayed on screen constantly so you can see them? Additional bonus. Bonus times 3. Earn this battle technique bonus 3 times. How do you earn it? It doesn't tell you how to earn it, it just says bonus. Right, okay. So I get 3 of those to get 1 of those. I get 5 of those. 5. 8. Is that right? Bonus times 3, because there's 2 for 5. Maybe? I don't know. Reborn and to Alright. Get out. But that's only stage 1. A Stargate. I can't go to photo mode. Okay, good. Alright, now again. I'm guessing you don't get experience or anything from this. Hey, sneaky, I don't want for like the outer ring as well. Oh my god, what's going on? Oh, come on, man, I'm just trying to kill the bug. Ooh, that was close. That does not leave me much time. Oh, and I don't get my health either. You just gotta go.
Too slow.
Oh, come on. Cool. I'll come back to them later. I don't want to spend too much time on them.
Company.
Don't really care too much about those sort of things. Not what I was hoping for with him. I didn't really know what to expect, but never mind. Suppose they're there if you want to challenge yourself. Da 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 da. Well, and do you get anything for doing those trials? Like, other than probably just a trophy? Do you get any, like, loot? Weapon? Armor? Something? Right, that's a sword.
Have care. Who the hell are you? Kill them!
You will leave this place or face the consequences. That's the end of that, then. Or maybe not.
Okay.
What's that thing doing here? Doesn't matter. It goes too.
Out with you! This is not doing much.
Nice try.
I'll just do some sort of team there as well. Get out of my town.
Any more surprises? I'll take that as a no.
Bravo!
How are you doing, Fluffy? Hello over there.
A magnificent display, my lord.
You were watching? I thought you were keeping an eye out for a Kashik.
We were. Put down more than a few on the road, then arrived just in time to see you slay that... whatever it was.
Let's hope it was the last of its kind. Though I expect you and the Guardians will be up to the challenge should another appear.
I would hope so, my lord.
Your men will be bringing the bearers who'll be living here, I assume. It might be best to send word for them to come right away, before any other unsavory characters move in.
Of course. I'll send orders for them to depart immediately. Leave it with me, my lord.
Home. Without masters.
No. We're the masters now. Our lives are our own at last.
That's all of them. And not a single Akashek in sight. Now to begin the important work of rebuilding the place. It won't be easy. Especially not after 5 years of beasts and blackguards having their wicked way with the place. The masonry might still be sturdy enough, but half the beams are rotted. Those that weren't lost in the fire or burned by the bandits, that is. It'll take a bit of elbow grease, but we'll see Eastpool rise again. Just you wait.
So wait. Lady Hannah is buried here. If you don't mind, I'd like Oscar to join the rebuilding efforts. He should be a part of this.
Of course. I couldn't agree more.
I'll let Martha know that everyone arrived safely. If you need anything more, you have only to send a Stolas.
And we will, my lord. Safe travels.
Safe travels!
Eastpool lives again.
Let's go and tell Martha the good news.
First things first, we'll need to get a few of these roofs seen to. Wouldn't want to be caught in a storm without any shelter.
I'm guessing there's going to be side quests to help rebuild this place.
Well, there's a lot that needs doing, and no mistake. We'll have to fatten the bearers up a bit so they can pull their weight and actually make a difference.
You're not going to get your treat? I put a treat on top of your house. You took like 2 bites and then left it.
Ah, there you are. All went well then. Sir Wade
Aye.
told me you got rid of the bandits while his lot kept an eye out.
Aye.
Nicely done. What's all this about some shape-shifting nightmare showing up?
Aye.
On second thoughts, don't tell me.
Aye.
It'll only give me nightmares of my own. What
Aye.
matters is you did it. And now we can build our new village.
I suppose it will be. What will you call it?
Aye.
What else? Eastpool. Sir Wade said it best. There's plenty bad happened to that place, but that don't undo the good that happened there. No need to throw the baby out with the bathwater.
Did Wade say that?
Well, something along those lines. Anyway, the poor souls might have made it to Eastpool, but their work ain't done yet. So the way I see it, neither is mine. If it's food or lumber or strong backs they need, the rest is ready to provide it.
Thank you, Martha.
No, thank you. You didn't have to help us.
I wanted to.
Right.
Eastpool's been in ruins for years, so wonder any of it's still standing. But with a bit of lumber, a lick of paint, and a lot of hard work, they'll make a home of it yet.
Oh, we're going to help with the... Oh, yeah, yeah, this is Justice Part 2, isn't it? So we're finally going to get to carry on this quest line.
Taking you all to a storehouse in the Bales. Leave anything you don't need behind.
You know what you have to do.
I won't let you down.
We're here to help, Quentin.
Clive, I fear that I must bid you farewell. As you know, our time grows short. The Lord Chief Justice's vultures are circling. We must strike now. Before we part, I want you to know that, though I may not always have been your most vocal ally, I trust you, as I trusted your predecessor.
Thank you. I appreciate the sentiment, and I understand more than anyone how you feel. But is revenge really the answer?
It is the one I found, and it is all that I have lived for since that day.
But what of Lostwing? Everything you've built.
I built Lostwing to achieve this aim. Once it is done, the village will have served its purpose. My comrades and I are sure of our cause, and we shall fight to the last, come what may. But there are those among us who cannot fight. Children, the elderly, bearers afflicted by the curse. I would place Lostwing in their hands, if I thought it would do them any good. But a village home only to the frail and the infirm is not likely to stay a safe haven for long. And so, Clive, I find myself turning to you once more. Will you take them to your hideaway, that they might live even should Lostwing die?
A great justice too.
I will.
Thank you. I will not have it said that I did not see to the well-being of those who rallied to my cause. The people I speak of have withdrawn to Gotan's Bales, away from danger in case the Black Shields strike.
Understood. I'll make sure they get to the hideaway safely.
Then the last of my preparations are complete. Fare you well, Clive. And may Griga guide us. All of us.
A Great Justice, Part 2.
Those who cannot join us in the coming fight are gathered at Gotan's Bales. I would ask that you see them to safety.
I'll search the village one last time for any stragglers. Then join Master Quinton and get some justice.
That guy's a heavy smoker. Blah 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 blah. Blah 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 blah.
Come then, brother. We are awaited in Gotan's Bales.
That's how I get dialogue from Jill and Joshua during these side quests. Not much, but it's something.
Everyone, Quinton has asked that you come with me. He can no longer guarantee your protection, but I can. There's a safe place I can take you to.
Well, if that's what the Master thinks best. Sid, none of us would be standing here today if it weren't for Master Quinton. We owe him our lives. So we ain't about to start telling him what he should do with his. If he's saying we ain't safe in Lostwing no more, it's 'cause he ain't coming back. And if that's what has to happen, then so be it. I only hope he can see this through to the end. That we get to see justice done.
I hope so too.
Oi!
Oi.
You lot! Where's everyone else? They ain't already left, have they?
They've gone with Master Quinton.
Fuck! Fuck! Fuck!
What's wrong?
I've just come from the Justice's manor. We have to get Quinton to call off the attack. It ain't just the Black Shields protecting the place. He's got a guard dog and all. A fucking monster. They don't stand a chance against that thing. If I don't get the message to them, they're all gonna fucking die.
No. We can't let this happen. Sid! Don't worry about us. You've got to catch up with him. We can't let Quinton die before that bastard does.
All right. I'll do what I can. Where is this manor?
It's way over to the east, through the woods. Evenfall, he calls it.
Promise us, Sid.
Ah, right.
Promise us you'll do what you can.
We've been there before, and I said something will take place there eventually because there was nothing when I got there.
I still haven't paid Quinton back for saving my life. So don't let him die. Not yet.
Maybe tomorrow.
Sid, you gotta catch up with him. Don't let all our work be in vain.
The manor's to the east of Lostwing, through the woods. Quinton and the others will be halfway there already. You have to hurry.
I'm gone already. Hello, love.
Faster!
Clive, look.
No. Don't tell me we're too late.
Uh-oh. Why am I getting the feeling? You know that quest back in the Royal Meadows a long time ago with the kid and his dad that were deliberately getting bearers killed by pretending that his son was being attacked by a vicious wolf or dog or whatever. And it turned out that they were both doing it to deliberately kill bearers. And in the end, we killed that pet. They got another one, and that pet killed the both of them. Why do I get the feeling this might be that pet? Because it was a dialogue choice that, which my choice resulted in the pet killing them.
Quinton, are you all right?
No. But I am alive. Which is more than I can say for my comrades. They followed me without question all the way here. And they died. For nothing.
Oh boy.
This must be the guard dog. Quinton. I'll hold it off. You go.
But
your comrades didn't die for nothing. They died for you. Don't let their sacrifice be in vain.
I won't.
Come on then.
Yeah, kitty.
That is no mere guard dog.
No. Just a rabid beast that needs to be put down.
Get wrecked.
If only we'd arrived earlier. Is it over?
It is. He wept and begged for mercy. And I cut him from ear to ear, just as I dreamed of doing all these years. All my plans, building a haven in Lostwing, freeing bearers from their chains and recruiting them to my cause. It was all for this. But what is this? Justice? My faithful comrades. All those lives lost, so that I might take another.
Quentin.
Master Quentin! Oh, thank Grieger you're safe.
You're alive.
And so are you. I'm so sorry. I tried to warn you about that thing. And I hate to say it, but there's more bad news. It's Lostwing. It's been flooded.
What?
Ether flood or water flood? Ether flood. Now there's going to be a mark in my cellar area. Guarantee it.
Lostwing. My Lostwing.
And look who's here.
They must have stolen in after we left, just before the flood struck. What if there are still people in there?
Oh, he's going to turn. He's going to turn. Well, if he'll end up being the mark.
Damn it. Quentin's not going to last long in there.
Then we finish this quickly.
Da 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 ba da ba da ba da ba. Oops, that's not what I wanted.
Awaken, wind! It's over. Farewell.
Bald.
I need to find Quentin. Quentin,
Quentin, look at me! Thank the Founder. He hasn't turned. I'm going to get you out of here.
I know it's a bit more doom and gloom, but I think that would have been a bit more impactful if he actually did turn sometime later. Oh, then again,
Welcome
he obviously
back to the land of the living.
Is Lostwing?
The flood has
he
filled
finds
the valley.
meaning in carrying on with the people that he's built a community with, those that are still left.
I see.
Was that as well?
Then all is at an end. A strange way to achieve one's life's ambition.
No, Master Quentin. Save your strength.
Why? All that I strove for is gone. Only emptiness remains. I have nothing left to live for.
What the heck are you on about? You've got us, ain't you? Don't try telling me you only freed us so you could get revenge. We're more than that to you, and we all know it.
I thought you weren't coming back. But I prayed, and you did.
He
There's
prayed.
got to be a reason for that.
Prayed.
Right? Can't we just go back to how it was? You know, you looking after us all.
Your work ain't over yet, Master Quentin. We believed that you were the right man to lead us, and we still do.
Your village may be lost, but it seems your people aren't, so long as you remain to guide them.
But why? After what why would anyone follow me?
'Cause we're family, aren't we?
Family?
Yeah, and all our comrades who went with you, they felt the same. Lostwing weren't just a village. It was all of us.
It was. And as long as we're still here, it is too.
We can start again. Build a new Lostwing, right here in the Bales.
A fresh start. One life ends, and another begins. Why just a village? We could build towns. A nation, even. What's to stop us?
That's the Master Quentin we know.
Please. I am nobody's master. Quentin will suffice. After all, we are family. Permit me to withdraw my request. I will no longer be needing your help in looking after my people.
I'll pretend you never asked.
But you must be rewarded for your efforts on our behalf. You saved my life twice over. And more besides.
A bottle or two of your finest red will suffice.
Of course. Nothing but the best. And I have a feeling that this year's vintage will be the finest yet. If you don't mind waiting, that is.
I look forward to it.
Quest reward for my room. Vintage wine. Wine. Maybe. I know. Hanged Man signboard. The emblem of the Hanged Man. The tavern at the heart of Lostwing. The village is a haven for downtrodden, built around a fallen ruin. One as apt to reveal its secrets as the Hanged Man's enigmatic tavern keeper.
They are right, you know. Lostwing can be rebuilt. It was more than a mere village. More than a staging ground for revenge. It was a vision of how life might be, of how we who have suffered can come to find family again.
Family! It's all about family.
We may be bruised, we may be battered, but we won't stop fighting.
Master Quintin needs us now more than ever.
I'd have followed Quentin to that manor if I could have done, and I'll keep following him now. Wherever that surly bastard cares to lead us.
Quentin's gonna build us new Lost Wing, and I'm
No,
gonna help.
what are you doing on there? No? Not gonna potter about, are you? Good boy. You're getting your treat.
I made sure our fallen comrades were laid to rest. And they can rest easy, knowing that their sacrifice wasn't in vain. The justice was done. As for us survivors, well, we've just got to keep at it. Keep the family together. For their sakes.
Is there going to be a mark there now? There will be eventually. Something will eventually be in that cellar. Especially now that it's become flooded. But I thought it was two enemies. Watch, it'll be that woman that blocked her from getting in here. She'll have gone to Kashyyyk. Get out of my cellar! Oh, it's not flooded here. Oh, hello. There you go.
Caution, brother.
Holy Trumpeter. Okay. Bring out your bearers!
Me and my mortar. Purge them of their sin.
Bring out your dead!
My mother's bidding.
Oh, he got us.
This will show you.
Your work here is done.
Cool. Not what I was expecting. But cool. I was expecting some sort of monster. Instead it was some dude. But I was right, and it was obvious eventually something would appear there. Da 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 da. Still want to know what that door is near East Pool. So maybe that tablet only became active because the area was aether flooded. That challenge tablet thing.
If we're going to do this, we'll need help.
Then we'll have to find it, and fast. We cannot let this chance pass us by.
Hello.
Clive, your timing is impeccable. It just so happens that right at this very moment, we're in need of someone with your talents.
And what talents would those be?
Why, your fearlessness, and your skill with a blade.
I'm listening.
Well, as I'm sure you're aware, when these dark skies swept over the Republic, so too did a wave of chaos and confusion. Randalar has been particularly badly affected. Many of the capital's bearers have lost their masters, or taken the opportunity to flee them. None remain free for long, of course. Most find themselves under the protection of the Fist before they get far. But the army too is in disarray, and finds itself unable to provide for its new charges. Which means it has been looking to sell.
And you've been looking to buy? To make sure these masterless bearers remain that way?
Precisely. It's the perfect opportunity to free dozens more. And for an attractive price, no less.
So where does my skill with a blade come in?
Though we may have the funds to buy these bearers, we have nowhere to house them. So we've been searching for a place where they can be resettled. Somewhere far from the prying eyes of those who would see them enslaved once more. And we believe we have found one. Cashlock. A small hamlet hidden in a canyon. The place was abandoned a long time ago, but when the men moved out, the beasts moved in.
And so we seek the aid of a fearless swordsman to encourage them to look elsewhere. You'll help, won't you?
I'm guessing this will involve those two thieves that stole that caravan and tricked Clive. Maybe.
How could I refuse?
Excellent. Theo, if you wouldn't mind making arrangements for the transportation of our guests, as we discussed.
Of course. Leave everything with me.
Sounds like you'll have your work cut out for you.
I will. We have an entire village to stock and furnish. Residents and all. Even if I begin right now, I'll be working day and night. So I'd better get started. Try to clear the place out before the wagons roll in, won't you?
I'll do my best.
You will find a village in Chedra's Thread, past Lateney's Cleft. My man there will open the gate for you.
All right. Wish me luck.
I'm sure you won't need it.
Trading places.
Pass through Lateney's Cleft, and you'll see what's left of Cashlock down in the valley.
Go from there.
Good girl.
Oh.
Be safe.
Oh,
You're a friend of the Crimson Caravans. And by the look of you, I'd say you were the help they told me was on its way. Cashlock's just down there, if you'd be so kind.
Banzai!
This must have been a nice place once.
It will be again.
I still lied by a smooch. There's a lot of beasties. What the? Fair enough.
I think that's the last of them.
I think you're right. Let's head back to Boklad.
Hello, Fluff. What are you doing? What's he doing?
Is something the matter, Theodore? Quiet.
Those are our terms. I trust that you will give them your full consideration.
I shall. Thank you.
Him again.
Someone you know?
Yes. And, no. But enough about him. How did you fare down in Cashlock?
It's done. The village is safe now.
You made quick work of it, as always.
I should go and let Eloise know.
Don't let me keep you. But Clive, don't tell her I was watching her, will you? She'll only get upset. I'll explain everything once you've finished with your report.
All right. We'll speak then. Eloise, I just got back from Cashlock. The village should be safe now.
Thank you, Clive. Here, something for your trouble. Well then, now that you have laid the groundwork for our little project, I suppose we'd better finish the job. The first thing we'll need to do is make sure our offer for the bearers is accepted.
You're still in negotiations?
We are. A trusted colleague has been dealing with the Fist on our behalf, but things have been trickier than we anticipated. I suppose it's to be expected. This is the army we're dealing with. Fighting's what they do. But we shall emerge victorious in the end.
Well, if you need any help, you know where to find me.
I'm not sure I do. But thank you, all the same.
Right, side quest done.
Ah, Clive.
You wanted to talk?
The man I was watching earlier, the one speaking to my sister. He represents the Silver Peak Consortium. It's one of the bigger trading houses.
I don't think I've heard of them.
Well, every trader in Dharmekia has. They operate across the length and breadth of the Republic, and they're still expanding. They've been trying to get Eloise to join their ranks for some time now, and judging by her reaction earlier, I'd say she had half a mind to accept their latest offer.
And you'd rather she didn't?
I would rather she did what makes her happy, and I would never deny her such an opportunity. Eloise saved me from slavery, and we have striven to save others like me ever since. But this was not the life my sister wanted, nor the one she deserves. I won't let her give up on her dreams again for my sake. She freed me from my bonds, and she must be freed from hers in turn.
You're a good man, Theo.
I have always been grateful for what my sister did for me, and I want to repay the favor by letting her live her own life. But each time an opportunity to do just that arises, she turns it down. For my sake.
She loves you.
And I love her. Which is why I want this time to be different. To show her that I don't need to be watched over anymore. Though I'm sure I'll still need some help from time to time. I trust that I can count on you.
Always.
Thank you, Clive. Well then, I had better get back to work. These bearers aren't going to move themselves. That's a job for the Crimson Caravans. This could well be the last commission the Crimson Caravans undertakes. Under present management, at least. But don't tell my sister I said that, will you?
Not gonna lie, I blanked most of today because I'm just tired.
Aye, it's a dangerous world out there.
Tired.
You'll not find a better price than that. And be thankful you got that much. You got out else? And be thankful you got that much. I reckon I can find a buyer. Finished, are you?
Did you see the pair that got hauled into time?
My Lord Marquis, I heard about Eastpool. That some of my fellow Guardians are to build a new home there, both for themselves and for Madame Martha's bearers. Is it true?
It's true. The village is to be rebuilt.
I have many fond memories of Eastpool. When I was a child, we would visit my aunt and uncle often. They would lavish attention upon me as if I were the son they never had. I went to see Aunt Hannah after my uncle passed away, but not nearly as often as I should have.
Oscar, I'd like you to assist Sir Wade in the rebuilding efforts.
But my lord,
My training is not yet complete. I couldn't possibly.
I warned you I might not be the easiest of masters, but I'm not as hard-hearted as that. Go. Be with your aunt. Rebuild her home. Is what she would have wanted.
Yes, my lord. Thank you, my lord. I will not forget this kindness, my lord. I shall go to Eastport, but as soon as the rebuilding work is complete, I promise to return.
The emblem of the Hanged Man, the tavern that sits at the heart of Lostwing. Now in the depths of an aether flood, it depicts a hooded, bound, and starved man hung by the ankles, perhaps contemplating how he will take his vengeance on those who made him this way. Now that Quentin strives to build a new future for the remnants of his Lostwing family, mayhap the Hanged Man will rise again, but likely under a different name. Starting over, Clive, I cannot begin to thank you for all you have done for Lostwing. So in lieu of any awkward I shall be sending several barrels of next season's vintage. I can only hope they finally turn you off that foamy swill you and yours so covet. Quentin. Quentin's not a beer man.
Did you see that?
Holy Trumpeter. The greater part of those black shields who spied on Lostwing were taken by the Aether Flood. However, we have received reports that one yet survives, a zealot of their evil cause who persists in delivering any bearer who strays too close to his hiding place to a gruesome death. Alas, he has heretofore proved more than a match for the Cursebreakers sent to slay him. Well, he's gone now.
Oh, I wasn't expecting you back so soon. Come to claim your just desserts?
Talisman of Priming. Enclosed you will find an item of high and strange order. One for which I require neither thanks nor compliments. Consider it a reminder of where loyalties are best placed. The Chapman.
You earned this.
Huh. It's not letting us know what that one is.
Best of luck out there, Sid.
Nay bother. Oh. Talisman of Priming. His eyes glowing, his blade an extension of his very arm, he knew no fatigue. The man was gone, and in his place the icon visited upon us death 1,000-fold. A first-hand account of the siege of Storhill. Increases Lionheart tonic duration 30 seconds. Meh. Right. I think we're good to crack on to the dungeon. The free cities of Canva. Let's go save mid. And find out where Gav's gone to. Old Canva, the free cities of Canva. The warehouse district.
Sounds like thunder.
You're late. We're starting to think you'd stumbled off a cliff.
I seem to recall that was you, Gav.
Good to see you. Any trouble on the road?
Nothing we couldn't handle.
I knew you'd come. Is that who I think it is?
Yes.
Allow me to introduce my brother, Joshua.
Clive's told me all about you. Or even listening most of the time. Name's Midadol, but everyone calls me Mid.
My lady.
Hey?
Rossfield. Byron.
My boy.
Uncle Byron.
It's really you. I never thought I'd see the day.
So these Akashic are being controlled.
That's what it looked like. Empty eyes, eerie blue glow. No doubt they were turned, but silent as monks, every last one of them.
Your man here speaks true, Clive. We saw more than a few in this city. They moved in ranks with a purpose, and not of their own.
Ultima's doing.
Perhaps.
What of the city? The people?
Dead, mostly.
Mostly, but not all. A handful managed to lock themselves in their villas before the Horde arrived. Some in the Merchants' District to the west, and a few others on the far bank.
If the Akashic stumble across either hiding place, a few bolted doors won't hold them for long. We need to find them. And quickly.
What do you propose?
We split into two parties. I will make for the Merchants' District, while you look to those across the river. Mind keeping an eye on my brother?
Not at all. We find the villa and try the servants' entrance.
Understood.
And what of us?
Mid, is she fit to sail?
The ship, the Mithril engine could probably do with a few more tweaks.
Then you better work fast. Even if we do reach the survivors in time, they'll never make it to the hideaway on foot.
You leave that to me.
See that Mid doesn't get herself into trouble, would you?
Think I can manage that?
I'll keep him safe.
Looks like you stuck with me, Byron.
That's Lord Rossfield, you little gutter snipe!
Shall we then?
And you keep Clive safe.
Be careful. Both of you.
You too.
Evenfall. Isn't that a song
Right,
title?
Torgal. Let's find those survivors. They don't stand a chance against those things.
Oh, they all got wrecked. couldn't save any of them.
They've been routed. They're wearing wound armor.
Oh, whoa. Ninja Akashic. You give it a rest, you little ninja. You lucky little. I disappear. You little. He was putting up a fight. We sure haven't missed any chest over here. Nope. That's a lot of dudes. Love. Hello.
What happened to the Royal Army?
There's
There's nothing but monsters here.
Good boy. What you after? What you after? Good boy. Over there. Oh. Got legs. Oh, I'm a good boy. Hello. Are you back? Are you back, are you? Hello. Who's a good boy? Don't poop on there, mind, okay? Don't poop on there. Wait, don't stop biting. You've been good all day. You've been good all day. Don't stop biting now. Don't poop on there. I keep saying you fluff up. Miss. I keep saying you fluff up. Little stinker. Who's a good boy? Who's beautiful? Make sure I check every nook and cranny. Nice. That light is blinding. Oh!
No mistakes.
Ow, 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 ow. I pressed dodge.
It's all ready.
That time I didn't. That was my bad there. I pressed lunge there like an idiot.
All yours, Tom.
Ow. And the heat. It's still hot. And I know what's causing it. It is warmer here at the moment, but I know it for a fact it's my PS5 kicking out all the heat. Yeah, that's the one thing about the PS5, it kicks out a lot of heat. Warning the enemies. There you go, clever lad. Oh, right, got my window open. I've put Shadow in his house for now, so he can chill while the room cools down. Because it is warm in here. Nice. Da, 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 da. Good boy, you're really out of joys. You're dancing about in there, are you? Good boy. Hey, yo, Joey.
That sounded big. Joshua and Jill must be busy.
Stay down for a while. Oh, that's a big dude. I thought it was a teleport.
That's better.
Lucky little.
This is the Agora, where the city's leaders gather. There may still be survivors inside.
Hello, you. Wants out. When the door's shut, he wants out. When it's open, he just wants to sit in his house looking in the mirror. Yeah, little stinky. He's staying in there for a bit until the room cools down, okay? 'Cause it's too hot in here. Okay? Stay in there for now. Good boy. Not being there for long.
Where are they?
There's the boss room.
These creatures. His ultimate reach extend this far. What the hell is going on here? Where is your master? What does he want?
Where's your master and what does he do?
It's over.
Where are you? You know one. Don't be a good lad. Alright.
Stay down.
You've caused quite the commotion. But then I would expect no less from you, Muthos.
You again. I don't believe we've been introduced. You were in my family's crypt. And now you're here. With an army of Akashic thralls.
Manners, Lord Rossfield? They are men, like you and me.
Bear with us, he wants out. I'll just have to cover my window. In the boat? In the boat. No, big in the boat. Yeah, in the boat. In the boat. Who's that being in the boat? Yeah. Who's that being in the boat? Okay. You paying the boat? Oh, you paying the boat? No. Hello, pain in the butt. There. Is that better, your highness? Does it please you, my lord? Is there anything else I can do for you, my liege? Oh, it's a big yawn. All that fuss and you're tired. No. I'm giving a cuddle. I'm giving a cuddle. I'm giving a cuddle. Oh. He's good, lad. Yeah, who's a good boy? Yeah, you clever lad. You beautiful. Hey! Stop it. Bad lad. Naughty. Go on. You sit there, bad lad. No.
Albeit one's unburdened
by the wills that drive our kind to madness. They are pure. They are divine.
What?
And they are all that remains in this once raucous city.
You'll pay for what you've done.
As you wish. I confess I have been very much looking forward to this. Pardon me this indulgence, Your Majesty. The vessel shall not be spoiled. I am Sleipnir of House Harvard, and you will yield. Or not.
Yeah.
As long as you don't hold back.
Tag. What's the tag on the right?
Too slow.
Sit down.
Little trick.
You will forgive me if my performance seems uninspired. It is just that I expected so much more from our chosen one. Perhaps this will kindle your flame?
What now?
A gift from my liege lord's armory. Gungnir. Watch closely, Mythos.
Oh boy.
Yes!
Oh, this is making a forward lunge. Hello.
Be still, my beating heart!
I can't see. Shadow. You're a good man. Good leg, good leg.
Seldom enough. I do not agree.
Dead man's there.
I wouldn't.
Whoa! Oh, come on, the camera. Okay, this is why you turn the camera right off. Because it turns you away from combat. That's why I turned it off. I forgot all about that. Because it turns you away from the combat freaking AoEs and that. What? Oh. Holy crap.
Enjoying yourself?
Nice try.
Fatality! It's hard to find. It's over the screen. Pain in the butt. Love you. Yeah, well, you do. Na 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 na.
Nice try.
Oh, he goes for their mask too. Nice. Festival. See? Now that he's been out, he's back in his house again. But I bet if I close the door, he'd be like, I want out. He's occupied with himself in the mirror at the minute. He mainly comes out if I start making noise. That's when he mainly shows he like wants out. If I start like whistling on or making funny noises, he'll come over to see what I'm doing. Or he'll come over to bite us to basically say, shut up. Aren't you? Yeah, you're being the butt. Sanguine Insignia. After taking up the mantle of Lord Commander of the Knights of the Royal Waluda Army upon Sidolphus Temon's untimely resignation, Slefnir harbored served King Barnabas for the better part of a decade. Intriguingly, however, there are no records of a house harbored ever existing in either Valdemark or on the southern continent, begging the question, whence exactly did he hail? You just beat that boss yesterday? Alright, not a bother.
The vessel is strong. My liege.
Camera was screwing us over quite a bit there when you're like doing the dodge effect and the camera would turn away from the enemy's AoEs on the floor. That was catching us out.
Clive!
You're all right.
As are you, I see.
We are, yes.
I'm sorry, but we couldn't save them.
It was over before we arrived.
Well, you did what you could. I fear we were all too late. What's wrong?
Nothing. I hope.
Oh, here he is.
Leaving so soon, Mythos?
It's the king.
Indeed. You may kneel before Barnabas Tharm, Warden of Ash and King of Walud.
This guy seems full of himself. And he's got a weird complex for his own mother, who I'm guessing is dead since Ultima transformed into a naked. Well, he was also naked. And he also turned into Benedicta and Kupka. All naked. While he was naked too. It was a fucking weird moment.
Get back.
I bet you this ends up like Kupka will fight him and he'll just run away. And we'll fight him properly later, I bet. Oh, he kicks my ass. Oh, this guy knows his swordplay. Makes sense since he's Odin.
Wild and impetuous. I expected more of the boy who bested my Lord Commander. Yet I see why my master covets you so. The power within you, Mythos. The potential.
He's fighting with one arm behind his back.
Stop calling me Mythos.
But Mythos is everything. The cornerstone of all creation. The Lord's vessel. Your purpose.
My purpose? To surrender my mind and body to that thing. No, Your Majesty. My purpose is my own. I made a promise to my friends, to my people. And nothing is going to stand in my way.
You would allow this delusion of free will to bar your path to greatness? Truly, your volition is a cancer. One that must be excised.
Try it.
He's going to kick our ass, isn't he? Oh.
You are as weak as all the rest.
Well, we know he's not dead because plot armor, but holy crap! Hang on, Slefnir harbored. While commander of the Kimwalud army, Slefnir was known as many of the as the Constant Knight by reason of his Bina and his unwavering loyalty to his liege. Bested by Clive Rossfield after his master slaughtered the guild masters, Republican ministers, Canva.
Joshua!
Uh-oh. Jill, what are you doing?
Oi! Oi! This way! Hurry!
Jill, fly away.
How power beyond reckoning, and they use it as a crutch. Such a waste.
Jill? Sometime later. Jill! City outskirts, the free cities of Canva. The Ironworks. Where's Jill?
Will he be alright?
The phoenix can mend flesh, but the spirit must recover on its own. I'm afraid the rest is up to him. This place is remarkable. Outfitting it must have been no small feat. But why go to such trouble?
That beauty's belly's filled with wonders the world ain't ready for. If the guilds caught wind of what we were up to, they'd all want a piece. All right?
And how is he? Do not blame yourself. He was barely breathing when you brought him here.
Why are you cradling booze?
We would have lost him if it were not for you.
No. Barnabas may have severed nigh every sinew in my brother's body. But he made certain the wounds were not fatal.
The Ironworks, a fully functioning shipyard nestled within the hollow of a sea grotto on the outskirts of Canberra. I wish there, when you want to come to this menu, there wasn't like a circle ring, like you had to press and hold it for a few seconds before it'll trigger. I wish it was instant. Because I try to time it when there's like no dialogue going on. The high cliffs and violent tides which surround it, effectively concealing the interior from prying eyes. It is here that Mid, along with their allies from the Hideaway, strives in secret to finish work on the Enterprise, a revolutionary high-speed sea vessel.
We sinew?
Allow me, your lordship. Don't know what I was thinking, putting you to the trouble like that.
'Tis no trouble carrying comestibles to my ailing nephew.
I know, but you've already done so much for us. Pouring your gale into the Hideaway and now the ship. I don't want to take the piss.
You risked your life. And for what? Some girl you hardly know. Why'd you do it? You not mad or something?
Family.
I wouldn't go that far.
Clive!
You're awake, my boy. Oh.
All I want to do is help. And the world won't save itself. It was Sid. Your father, who taught me that.
Sounds like him.
Don't you dare do that again.
What of the Royalists?
Fucked off, the lot of them, along with the galleon. With the king on board, no doubt. Behind here, I wouldn't sail without him. Clive. Jill didn't come back.
What do you mean?
She kept the king busy while the others dragged you out.
It's all right, Mid. Jill is fine.
The ether of her icon endures. And as long as it does, we can be certain she is alive.
We must pursue the Black Galleon. Jill will be with the king, I'm sure of it.
Well, good luck catching him, because my ship's going nowhere. It's the Mithril engine. She's got a kick like a wild chocobo and a mind to tear the hull in half.
But you have an idea.
Well, of course I do. My dad'll have seen this coming a league off. If I had his old writings...
If you had his old writings, you'd be sitting under a fuckload of rubble. The ones Otto didn't save anyway. I suppose you might still have a few pages in his stores.
We'll have to hope it's enough. Do what you can to ready the ship. I'll speak with Otto.
In your condition, you really are mad.
Perhaps. But the world really won't save itself.
Oh yes, that went the other way and Clive got his butt kicked. A song of hope.
Right. Gav said that Otto might know something.
Da 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 da.
Still alive, are ya? If you're gonna buy something, be quick about it.
Ooh, a rune blade, rune belt. Rune. Yeah, I never found a regal bracelet. Be out there somewhere, I bet.
You're rubbing me blind, you know. Finished, are you? Aye, it's a dangerous world out there. Come back soon. And I mean that.
Oh look, our dialogue's changed for the shop.
Trouble with your gear, or... What do you want? Not bad, if I do say so myself.
Hello, you.
Should last you a good while. Not my best work, but it'll do. You can thank me later. And?
Still alive, are ya? Going purse weighing you down? You're rubbing me blind, you know.
What do you want? Not my best work, but it'll do. Yeah, that should do you. That it? Fine.
You got a lot of dialogue going on.
Oh, what is it?
Ask about Karen.
There's no one like our Nan.
She can be a bit grumpy like, but deep down she's got a heart of gold. My mum and dad worked me like a dog and still called me a witless, worthless waste of space. Said it so much I started to believe in them. But then Nan got wind of how they were treating me and she didn't like it one bit. Pulled out a big fat purse full of gold and threw it at their feet.
Your lad's worth double that.
She said, and if you lot can't see it, you can hand him over to someone who can. All that shining, glittering gil. And Nan said I was worth more. I'd never been so happy in my life.
And I've never looked back.
I started working for Nan right then and there. And I'll gladly stay with her till my dying day.
Be seeing ya.
See you around, bud. Wow, 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 wow. Wow, wow, wow.
If it's not knowledge you seek, we've tomes aplenty to guide you in.
That dungeon was short. Not gonna lie. Was a bit of a short one. I felt short anyway. Oh.
A shadow looming in his path.
Gordon.
Life hung by a thread.
Live.
Yet still he clung unto the mast and bellowed. All ahead.
Yeah. That guy really belted out. All ahead. I can do that too.
Said it was an army of Akashi.
How are we supposed to do our job? How indeed.
Back again?
How may I help you today?
Hello, you.
Here's the latest information I have.
So his household was apparently bullshit. I wonder if we'll find out more about that.
Of course. One must understand one's place in the world.
Not really much going on there at the minute. The rest of the world is silent.
Very good.
Oh my god, a chocobo. Dread Comet. The hunters of Tabor speak of a wild chocobo that hunts not only the nearby badlands, but also their dreams. Right. For it exhibits a ferocity rarely seen in the species, and has ripped more than a dozen of their comrades from gizzard to groin and feast on their flesh. The bird is far past taming, it must needs be put down. Sickle, Dalmekia. Don't mind if I do. Go somewhere over here. La 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 la.
Ready, go?
Hello, you. What are you doing? Da, 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 da.
This won't be easy.
Excuse me. Where?
Don't get surrounded.
Where be the bird? Is he over this way? I mean, this is going to where to what? This is going toward an area where there was another mark that I've already done. Goblin Lugger. I don't think this is the right way. Nope. This is not the right way. The room's much cooler now that I've had the window open for a while. Still a little warm, but not terrible. It's cooler than it was. Maybe that chocobo. Ah, there you are. There you are. Bird. It's a pretty bird.
That's like no chocobo I've ever seen. Something tells me it won't be easy.
Oh, chocobo comment! Oh, he hurts! And he's got no stamina gauge, so it is just fight. Knock him off balance. Na 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 na. Oh, look at him.
Nice try.
Eat this. Oh, there's another one. I used to drop them with these. Stop with chocobo comment. Holy crap, he's still going.
To me, boy.
Oh my god, is he gonna stop? Oh my god, is he gonna stop? Yeah, whoa, he just kept going. He nearly killed me there. That would have been my second death. Now drop my controller. 42. 8 levels to go till max out. Comet Feather. A truly red chocobo. As truly red chocobos are rare, one might assume the same could be said of their feathers. Yet somehow they are found in nearly every market from Dalamil to Northreach, contrary to what the merchants hawking them would have you believe. However, the item on sale are more often than not feathers of robins or even common hens, obtained by defeating Dread Comet.
Poor beast. There was nothing I could do.
It's just... Such a horrible pause. Poor guy. It's a guy. His legs wide open. Poor thing. Oh boy. It was just such a weird ragdoll position. Alright, that takes care of that. Da 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 da. Yes, he did do some damage if he managed to land hits.
Aye, it's a dangerous world out there.
You telling me?
You're rubbing me blind, you know. Finished, are you?
And rob you I shall.
So, what'll it be?
I know, what's the feather for? Give us a weapon or something at some point.
Anything else?
Cole said it was an army of a clash.
How are we supposed to are due to
How many more hunts are left? That's the question. I think there was supposed to be... I think I read there was 24 in total. We've only done 19 so far, so... Yeah. Still got a couple to go. If there is actually 24. I mean, it might just be one more. Don't know. I'm sure I read there was 24.
Clive! Anything catch your eye? Always something in there.
How may I help you today, Clive?
So close. So close, yet so far.
Come again. I may have more for you.
No. Let's go speak to Torms. Hippocrates. The man with the plans.
Lord Marquis, you seem unwell. I know His Grace has asked that I remain here with your people. But if you were to require my services, I could leave for the Free Cities at once.
Yeah, I'm currently unwell because I just got a giant slash in my chest. Meanwhile, Jill has gone walkabouts, and I think he's taken her to draw her back in so that we'll fight him again. More and more people in here every day.
We all know that bearers have a resilience to the ill effects of ether. But don't you find it strange that there are those who, despite being free of magic's burden, can seemingly pass through a flood without consequence? I asked our luresman how this could be, and he suggested that it might have something to do with bloodlines. Many of the realm's dominants are born to specific families, you see. the Rasfields, the Lesages. So there must be something in those families' blood that provides them with the potential to become vessels for icons. But what about the ones who don't awaken? Could it be that this same potential provides them with something of the same immunity? Your uncle's recent travels with you across the ether-ravaged countryside would certainly suggest so. And yet, what about Gav? Well, in smaller, more isolated populations, bloodlines are less diluted. Hence, Shiva's dominant sometimes awakening in the child of a common northerner. And our scouts not having turned 100 times over.
They're all
Let
dominant
me help.
potentials.
I know my letters. Most of them anyway.
Very well. The more eyes we have poring over these tomes, the sooner we'll find answers about these skies.
Good morrow to you, my friend.
Good morrow.
I don't believe you've read this particular chapter before.
I bet you I have. Oh, come
You
on.
wish to study the tomes?
Having lost its political leaders and the bulk of its citizenry in the free cities ceased at the point to be a nation in any meaningful sense. The Guardians of the Flame have resettled in Eastpool, where they now labour to revitalise the village in hand with the bearers there and Martha freed. I wonder if I should go there, to the Lazarus district, now that it's flooded with ether. Next exclusive walled resident, if I can get in there. I don't know if you can go back in now. It was once the jewel of the city's crown. Blah, blah, blah. Aether flood. Yeah, it's just talking about how the Aether flood came down on them quickly, and some of them succumbed to it, while others managed to get away. The Guardians of the Flame. Same with Lost Wing. It's the Elderman Quentin seeks to start a new village with his family. It's all about family. What? The Black Shields. They were tasked with purging impurities from the province, to which end they conducted cullings of both bearers and those judged to be ducal loyalists. After Annabella died, the Black Shields were left without a leader. Many returned to Sandbreck, entering the service of the former Lord Chief of Justice and keeping watch on Lostwing. That's not new, though. We know that. It's not new. Castleton. An old abandoned village built on the banks of Karja's Threads in the Dalmekian Republic, Kashlock. Long served as a depot for crystals ferried up and down the river, but frequent attacks on the slow-moving transports by bandits prompted the Republic to establish new caravan trails for fleet-footed chocobo couriers, essentially rendering the village obsolete. Soon after the final inhabitants departed, wild beasts moved in. However, there's an effort currently underway by Eloise and her Crimson Caravans to rebuild the town and provide it as a safe haven for displaced bearers. Another town for bearers. The bearers are coming up in the world. And so they should. Yo. Nothing new on them. Just telling you about that. How he's going to build a new family, and she's helping the lost. She's helping the Blades rebuild Easterpool. After the Guardians of the Flame took back Eastpool, Clive bade Oscar return to the village where his Aunt Hannah is buried and laid his strength to the restoration efforts. And same with him. Who are you? Damn it. Wait a minute. Why do you look like Barnabas's mother? Are you an illegitimate child? You look very similar, just brown hair and black. I'd say they look similar. Huh. Interesting. Very interesting.
The door to the shelves shall ever be open.
But I also had a wild theory on who she was.
I know my letters. Most of them, anyway.
I had a brainwave yesterday when I was like lying watching some YouTube videos and that, and it just popped into my head that what if she is Grigor? Because you know how the Emperor of freaking Doofdabble of Sambrek, the Emperor of Sambrek. He thought his son Olivier was the goddess reborn incarnate, blah blah blah. But what if she is? You know, she's just that silent goddess that roams the world, watching over things but not really getting involved. You know, similar to I was gonna say Bruce Almighty, but or Supernatural, or whatever show depicts God just chilling in the background, keeping watch but not really interfering because, you know, free will. What if that's the case? What if that kid is the goddess incarnate? It's either that. That's my wild theory. Because again, the game doesn't want to tell you who she is, but she keeps just cropping up during scenes that aren't too important. But she just pops in and is like, "What's the potions? Now bye." Then that's it, she's gone. And like I said, if she wasn't important, she wouldn't have a profile screen. A profile page in the game. La da da da, la da da da, la da da.
How are we supposed to do our duty when the hills are crawling?
Clive? But if you're here, where the hell is everyone else? Don't tell me.
They're all right. But it's a long story.
So.
You lot don't do things by halves, do you? Well, at least everyone's still breathing. Now, as for these writings, I'm sorry to say, Clive, but if you had those, you'd be...
Sitting under a pile of rubble, I know.
But we were able to save a few bits and pieces from the ruins, most of which ended up being used to build this place. The more personal items we gave to the next of kin. In the case of Sid's things, that would have been mid.
Then I'll check the workshop.
Like father, like daughter. Let's see, who's she going after now? Look, she's dressed all fancy now.
Master Sid, have you seen His Highness the Prince? We were to dine together, or so I was going to suggest. Before he vanished, that is. I suppose now I'll just have to ask the Bard.
This girl's weird. She's like swooning after one guy after another. If she finds something that she likes better than someone else, it's like, I don't want him anymore. Moving on.
If Amber and the Lazarus are gone,
Do you think Mid's ship will have a sail?
This looks like it's from Sid's old diary. But you'll already have read it. I'd better keep looking.
I know this is your hideaway, but you really shouldn't be in here. If Mid caught you rifling through her research, she'd have your head. Then mine for letting you.
That leather loosener was only the first of the discoveries the Alembic gonna help us make.
Alright, blah blah blah, I don't care.
Just you wait.
What do we have here? Oh. Sid's pipes. Something tells me Mid won't be needing these.
We've had no word from Canva for days. Please tell me Mid is all right.
It's fine. Ah! Oh my god, when I first came down here, I was like, oh, look at the little white maid statue. Turns out it's important. Oh, it might be.
I remember seeing this doll in Sid's cellar.
Oh, that.
I wonder if it was Mid's.
Looks like a little white mage. Yoink.
What's this tucked inside it?
Midadol, I know you like your riddles, so I reckon you'll appreciate this one. Of all my inventions, this one's the best. And so when choosing its place of rest, I recalled your opus, daughter dearest, and now it sleeps there in the first. I'm going to have to work on the last rhyme. Good luck.
Sid's best invention. Huh. That sounds promising. So Sid hid something in Mid's first opus. But what would that be? Perhaps Otto might know.
The water purifier? Or something else?
If Amber and the Lazarus.
She helped make the water purifier, didn't she?
Well, did you find anything?
Possibly. You wouldn't happen to know what Mid's first opus was?
Opus? That girl's as tone deaf as a banshee. Unless you mean the orchestrion. She couldn't have been more than, what, 11, 12 when she cobbled that thing together? It surprised us all. Not least her dad. You should see how proud he was of the little scamp. What's that battered old box have to do with anything?
I think Sid may have hidden something inside it.
Wouldn't surprise me. Those two and their bloody treasure hunts. Half the things in the hideaway were hidden one time or another. The orchestrion's in the tub and crown, it's always been.
The jukebox, I see.
Posted.
You
when the hills are crawling with a cash
what you thought was just a little side thing for you to change the music turns out to actually be something related to the story as well. Nice one. A curious clockwork contraption that is able to perform several different musical compositions at the flick of a switch. Yeah, it's the model of the player from Final Fantasy XIV. Just looks a bit more worn, less shiny. Well, I didn't realize it was Mid's first invention. Singing a song of the century.
What didn't you break?
Nothing. We didn't break nothing. We definitely didn't break the orchestrion.
Oh yeah, the music keeps starting and stopping.
It's broken. Except when it isn't.
Boom.
See?
And you had nothing to do with this?
Nope. Nothing. We just wanted to listen to all the songs at once. So we pressed all the buttons. Like this.
Stop. Oh, actually, maybe that's the trick.
See?
All too well. All right, out of the way.
He's gonna have left a message for her, isn't he?
There's something caught on one of the gears.
Did you break it?
And before it's a message basically saying that she's his best invention.
Yeah, yes.
Maybe.
How about now?
You fixed it. Sid fixed it. He more than fixed it. Yeah, new music.
Huh. Never heard this one before.
They started playing when I removed this. Whatever it is.
Well, don't look at me. I can tell you it's important, though. Sid showed it to me once and said as much. Said it was the stuff dreams were made of. Let's just hope it's the stuff ships are made of as well.
Indeed. Let's see if we can make some dreams come true.
Is there going to be a power source for the ship, is it? Have I got enough now? It's June.
Just the two I was looking for.
Aye. Who's a patient?
Actually, yes. The Crown Prince just left.
Dion left?
Unless you've another word for stood up and walked off. Yes, left. He did have the decency to leave a message with Obelisk before commandeering one of his dinghies. Should we go after him?
No. We're not the Prince's keepers. He's free to do as he sees fit.
I'd rather he did so in bed. His wounds are nowhere near healed. Much like yours, I suspect. Otto told me what happened in Canver. What is it with this realm's princes and their aversion to rest?
Ask me when I get back. Though I may be sometime.
Then at least try to stay safe.
And if that fails, try to stay alive, eh?
No promises.
Every moment I waste here, the further the flagship sails. I have to get back.
I had a feeling I was going to get some side quests. good bones.
Cole said it was an army of Akashi.
Blacksmith's Blues. Ah.
All right, Clive. Blackthorn told me you helped him out again. Tough for that. Speaking of which, I'm actually a bit,
Worried about him. And you want my advice?
afraid so. It's a bit of a funny one, this, but I saved this posh knob while I was out on a mission, and he gave me this flashy ring to say thank you. So, obviously, I show it to Blackthorn, thinking he'll be impressed, only for him to go white as a sheet and quiet as a curl instead. Try as I might, I can't for the life of me work out what could have got him upset like that. And seeing as how Blackthorn opens up when you're around, I thought maybe...
I'll go speak to him.
I'd speak to him again. Well, I suppose there's no point leaving him to stew.
Cheers, Clive.
I'll be sure to pay him a visit as soon as I have a moment.
All right, I'll meet you by the forge then. You come along when you're ready.
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper. Come to claim your just desserts?
Oh, I've got 1,560. Never mind. Ring of the Swift Shot. Genji gloves. Ooh. Are these going to be the last ones? That one doesn't say increase your rank or anything. Fallen Enigma. I get the feeling these are the last ones.
All done?
We might be finished this weekend.
If it's knowledge you seek.
See?
Bloody hell, Clive. Not this again. Oh, ain't you got better things to do with your time?
That remains to be seen. August tells me he showed you a ring, and that the sight of it clearly upset you. Would you mind telling us why?
Come on, mate. Bottling it up ain't gonna help no one. If it weren't the ring, and it was something I said, then I'm sorry.
It was the ring, right? It brought back some unhappy memories, that's all. Memories better left forgotten.
Memories of what?
There are things we'd all rather leave behind, Blackthorn. But sometimes it helps to talk about them.
And sometimes it doesn't. Is that so hard to understand?
Don't be like that.
Fine. If it'll get you off my back. That ring you flashed was the work of Zoltan. We apprenticed together, back in the day.
You've never mentioned him before.
Why would I? Ain't seen him in decades, and the last time I did, we almost came to blows. The ring brought it all back. I could tell it was one of his the moment I saw it. Bastard's improved, though. More than I thought possible. That thing's a work of art.
So it was a nice ring. Worth a few gil, maybe. What's it matter to you?
It matters, because engraving metal's a nightmare, and I've got no bloody idea how he managed it. The fact is, I couldn't make anything even half that detailed.
So what? You're an armorer, not a jeweler.
I'm the Hideaway's master craftsman. I'm not stealing a living at some backwater village forge. My armor keeps you lot safe, and my swords keep you dangerous. As far as I'm concerned, every swing of my hammer's another blow struck in the name of our cause. So I put my heart and soul into my work. Because the curse breakers deserve better than second best. And I refuse to be shown up by the likes of Zoltan.
Very well. Why don't we go and pay him a visit? Learn his secret.
I doubt he'd be too happy to see me.
Then just this once. Make peace with being second best. Swallow your pride, and focus all your energies on the task at hand. Keeping the curse breakers armed and armored. Provided you can do that, you'll hear no complaints from me. But if you can't, and it's going to distract you, we need to do something about it.
What'd you say, Blackthorn? You know he's right. And it's not like you'll be going alone.
All right.
Magic. So, where do you reckon old what's-his-name is then? Zoltan, was it?
In Dravozd, my old village. He won't have left. He's the chief.
Dravozd, eh? That rings a bell. Not far from Tabor, right? Just north of the fields of Carava. Got that, Clive? Meet us at Dravozd as soon as you can, yeah? And I'll make sure Blackthorn don't get cold feet.
Good luck with that. I'll see you there.
Copy. Oh. Don't stop it now. Stop it. Bad leg. Kaboom. No. Ah, we're gonna finally get to go into there. This mining town, this place that's rich with ore. Orchestration includes contraption that's able to perform several different musical operas at the flick of a switch. It was designed and constructed by young Mid, and Sid labelled it her first true masterpiece of engineering. He hid his own masterpiece inside it, the final part that his daughter would need to complete the calibration of the mithril engines that the two designed together.
Kicked out already?
No. This charmer ain't letting anyone through.
Why are the gates closed?
Chief's orders. No one's allowed in without his say-so. Not that I'd have let you in anyway. You look like trouble. I suggest you go home.
Okay.
That's what I'm trying to do, you little prick. Ain't changed a bit, have you, Snotty?
No. It isn't. Blackthorn.
Not.
Long time no see, eh?
What the hell are you doing here?
Well, it was meant to be a surprise, but since you asked so nicely, I'm here to see Zoltan, you fucking numbskull. Now let us through.
All right. Just don't go starting anything with the chief.
Yeah, I promise I won't throw the first punch. That good enough for you?
Go on then.
Much obliged.
These guys have all just been holed up in here the whole time.
So this is Dravosht. Not much going on, is there?
It's a smithing town. When I was a lad, you'd have to shout to be heard over the sound of hammer on anvil. Clive, you're good with people. You speak to Zoltan.
Hey, you ain't backing out now, are you?
There's a river of bad blood between me and the chief. But if someone can build me a bridge, then I'll cross it.
Okay, who banged whose family member? Is that why the bad blood's there? I don't know. Or who stole whose invention?
All right. I'll see what I can do.
I appreciate it. It'll be near the forge on the hill. It was our master's. He'd have inherited it when I left.
The forge on the hill.
Good luck. You'll be needing it.
Dravos, a town located in the rugged mountain mining region of central Dalmatia. It is known for its ironwork, and armor and weaponry forged here has long enjoyed a reputation as the realm's finest. This is no small part due to the quality of all the mines produce, as well as the veritable army of local blacksmiths whose skill are said to be unrivaled.
Our master always liked to keep an eye on the village. That's why he built his forge up on the hill.
Wonder why Blackthorn and Zoltan fell out. Hammer envy?
Blackthorn's got some nerve coming back here.
Why? Elaborate, mate.
Well, if we can't fire the forges, how are we going to earn our keep?
Shut your hole. The chief will think of something.
I have some things for sale. Here you are. Thanks. I'll take it off your hands.
Oh, this town's very dull. Isn't it?
Sorry, but if none of you lot can smell ore anymore, we're gonna have to start looking for new clients.
Ha! Good luck finding anyone else who can make a fire worth a damn.
Are we going to actually get to go in the mines or not?
Miners only. Can't have you tripping headfirst into a pile and bringing the whole place down.
Take that as a no then.
The sky sucked up all the ether or something. Would explain why nothing bloody works down here anymore.
This whole place just now reminds me of Ulmo. The first. Hello. The other shard in Final Fantasy XIV that you visited during Shadowbringers.
Watch it, stranger. There's a fault up ahead.
Take a look if you want, but slip and you won't be coming back.
I mean, I can if I just fast travel, but yeah.
Isn't there anything we can do to help?
No.
Mama, why hasn't Papa come back yet?
He's helping the chief with something very important. You go back inside now.
Should be enough to last us a few moons, at least.
I'm running on empty.
That's my obituary written then. The man who closed the doors on his great-grandfather's forge.
Oh, don't say that. It's not over yet. Let me help.
They're all useless without the crystals to start the fires for the forges.
Hotter! Hotter, damn it! Those miserable flames wouldn't melt butter, let alone iron.
Pardon the intrusion. I'm looking for the chief.
That'd be me.
It's a pleasure to meet you.
I'll bet it is. Keep the gates closed, I tell him. Well done, Snotty. You're not welcome here. Get out. Before things turn nasty.
Blackthorn's here.
What did you say?
He's traveled a long way to see you.
Yes, has he?
He's waiting. Down by the gates.
Then I suggest you take him with you when you leave.
Didn't you apprentice together?
So what if we did?
Fuck! We're getting nowhere! These bearers' flames are next to bloody useless!
We're never going to be able to fire up the forges unless we can find some new crystals.
I'm a busy man, as you can see, so do me a favor and piss off. Oh, and if you're struggling to find your way out, ask Blackthorn. That prick knows exactly where the exit is. He's not wanted here, and neither are you.
All right. I'm going.
What a dick.
Please, Chief, you've got to do something. If this keeps up, we'll be ruined.
I thought I'd made myself clear. Piss off.
Bollocks. So bearers' magic's no more use than the crystals.
We could try making a bunch of them do it at once.
What do you think they've just been doing? Or still doing?
Mama, why hasn't Papa come back?
But if we can't fire the forges, how are we going to earn our keep?
Shut your hole. Chief will think of something.
Let me guess. Zoltan told you to piss off.
As a personal favor to him, yes.
Well, At least he didn't beat about the bush.
There'll be no talking him round. Not after what I did.
Which is what exactly? If we're to help, we need to know. What turned the village against you?
I left. Dravojd. Zoltan. The burden of leadership our dying master dropped in our laps. All of it. There are two kinds of smiths in this world, you see. My kind, who are in it for the love of the craft, who labour on a single piece from dawn to dusk to get it just right. And the other kind, who are in it for different reasons. People like Zoltan, whose work is quick and cheap. The kind of smiths who shit out a few hundred blades, reap the profit, and divvy it out among themselves. There wasn't a single day we weren't at each other's throats. And bit by bit, people started taking sides. You would have torn Dravojd in half had it gone on. So, I left.
You didn't have to do that.
Zoltan's a better chief than I would have been. His way of doing things kept food on people's tables. Dravojd prospered without me and my lofty ideals getting in the road. Until the crystals run out at any rate. Without magic to fire the furnaces, this place is as good as dead.
It depends on how you look at it, though. There's got to be other ways of making fire. We manage it in the Deadlands.
Thanks to Sid's ingenuity, yeah. He saw all of this coming. Knew crystals were the problem, not the solution. And spent years coming up with ways of doing without.
You know what I mean, though, right? Where there's a will, there's a way. What I'm trying to say is that it's not your fault. You couldn't have predicted this.
It doesn't matter whose fault it is. I don't want to be the greatest smith alive just because I happen to be the last. Clive. Dravojd won't last long without its furnaces. So, do you think it's time we shared Sid's bellows with the world? The way I see it, it's your decision to make.
Hold on, Blackthorn. Sid made those things for us. They give us an edge over the rest. And you'd be throwing it away.
All right. Do it. This place was your home. I won't abandon it to its fate. Sid's creations were never meant to be hoarded. It was only ever a matter of time before we shared them. Let this be another step on the road to freeing Valisthea from the prison of the Crystal's blessing. Dravojd will show the world that it's possible. Wouldn't you agree, August?
When you put it that way, of course. It's like hearing Sid speak from beyond the grave.
Thank you, Clive.
Shall I go and fetch the plans, then?
I know I'm off by heart. I'll be needing some help, though. Building a furnace isn't exactly a one-man job. Do us a favour and round up anyone strong enough to lug a brick or two, would you, August?
All right, then.
And I've got a job for you too, Clive. Finding me some salamander skin. I need leather for the bellows and nothing else will withstand the heat. Luckily for us, salamanders feed out in the fields of Carava.
Time for a spot of hunting, then.
Sid tried all sorts of leather to make those bellows, but salamander skin was the only kind that worked. Luckily for all our sakes, salamanders aren't too hard to find around these parts.
Excellent.
Blackthorn's got some nerve coming back here.
Good girl.
Fly, Ambrosia.
Fly. I like this area. A bit less brown. Still got brown, but a little bit of green.
Be safe.
Nice big open plain.
Let's make this quick, shall we?
Get out. Ba, 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 ba.
I dare say that would be enough for a decent set of bellows.
Ready, go? Run like the wind.
Or just fast travel. Love them quick loading times.
What's this all about then?
Dunno.
Good news, Clive.
Some kind of new invention.
When I told people we'd be building them a new furnace, they were practically falling over themselves to help. Talk about changing their tune, eh?
I thought I'd made myself clear.
Blah 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 blah. Miserable gate. Fluff.
Any trouble finding the skin?
Nothing I couldn't handle.
Some species of salamander are wont to shed their tail in order to escape predators. Alas, all those of sufficient size to ride the embellished stretch of skin that seed bellows require have no predator but mankind, and are disciplined to part with their appendages, or disinclined, sorry.
There should be plenty. Right then, time to put these louds to work. If everyone pulls their weight, we'll be finished in no time.
Sometime later.
Well, I'll be damned. I honestly didn't think it'd work. But it's hot enough, all right. And without a single crystal in sight.
You know what this means, don't you?
I do, yeah. Dravost is saved.
Sorry about earlier.
Change your tune quick.
I take back everything I said. That thing you built us is an honest-to-God's marvel. You've saved our village.
It's Blackthorn you should be thanking. He oversaw the construction.
Give this to him, would you?
What is it?
Pet Cole's cinders. After he left, I spent years trying to eke the most out of our forges. That there was my answer. Chuck it in the fire, and your forge will burn hotter for longer, which will do wonders for your steel. Our secret for yours. Only fair. I've always envied Blackthorn. Since the day I became chief, I spent every spare moment trying to match up to the bastard. No amount of sleepless nights at the Anvil will ever bridge that gap, though. He's a genius. Plain and simple. The man Dravost needed. But He took all his talent and left. Gifted and free. Is it any wonder I hate his guts?
The cinders would mean more coming from you.
I need to forgive him first. And that's not gonna happen.
Well, we tried.
Well, you know what they say. Oriflamme weren't built in a day and all that. These things take time. Especially when they involve two geezers who hold grudges tighter than their hammers. But what matters is, Blackthorn's got that twinkle back in his eye. And I'd call that a job well done.
So would I.
I reckon he's going to be at it a while yet, though, so why don't you head off without us? I'll see that the old git gets home safe and sound.
See that you both do. I'll save the cinders till then.
All right. It'll be a nice little surprise for him. He's still explaining the ins and outs of the new forge, so I doubt we'll be going anywhere for a bit. No sense you waiting around anyway.
Pit Coal cinders, sooty black shards recently removed from the equally sooty black depths of the Drava's mines. Scattering them on a fire produces a hot crimson flame, for which effect the substance has long been highly prized by desert fortune tellers looking to strike the fear of the inferno into their superstitious clients. The final piece. A small yet intricate clockwork contraption crafted, then hidden away by Sid in the hope that his intrepid daughter might one day find a use for it.
Don't go thinking those cinders mean I've forgiven Blackthorn. Because I haven't, and I won't. But knowing how much they improve my work, I can only imagine what they'll do for him.
These things are going to take some getting used to.
Yeah. Give it a week, and you'll wonder why you ever bother with crystals. Let's run through it again, shall we?
Yeah, that's not Blackthorn, is it? Never thought I'd see his face in Dravost again.
I want a set of these bellows for our forge.
Well, I'm sure they'll make us some if you ask.
The forges are back in action, and burning like the flames of hell itself, thanks to these new bellow things.
Right then, you lazy mongrels. Back to the mine. We've got forges to feed.
Bye.
Miners only. Can't have you tripping headfirst into a pile.
Gentlemen, I see you both made it home in one piece.
Yeah, well, we didn't want to outstay our welcome. The whole village turned out for a go on the bellows after you left. Everyone except Zoltanes. Didn't see hide nor hair of him.
Oh, but that reminds me. I have something for you.
Pit Gold Cinder? How'd you come by this? And you're sure he wanted me to have it?
I'm sure. He didn't say so, but I think he wants to forgive you.
Imagine that. Yeah. You know I could never leave this place, don't you? Every time you put on mail, you and the Cursebreakers are trusting me with your lives. There's no greater honor for a Smith than that. I'm not about to go crawling back to Zoltan for forgiveness, but I will make good use of his cinder. And if that helps save even a single life, then he'll have my gratitude. What was it you said he called me? Huh? A genius? And he spent sleepless night trying to copy me, did he? Sounds like I better get to work. I've got a reputation to uphold.
It's good to see you back on form, Blackthorn.
I don't know how you pair put up with me sometimes. But I'm grateful all the same. Now, where was I? Oh yeah, about to put Zoltan back in his place.
Ain't got the art to tell him how similar they are. Stubborn bastards.
A little healthy competition should be good for him.
You're not wrong. Still, it's a shame him and Zoltan couldn't let bygones be bygones. No use grumbling about it now, though. Blackthorn's happy. Or as near to happy as he gets. And that's good enough for me.
How you doing, love? Ouroboros design. Ooh, diagram beyond the craft a belt to end all belts.
Yep. So, what'll it be?
Dawn Tongue. So shall the end feed a new beginning. Having found this leather belt adorned with the ancient seal of the Devourer of Worlds, your search for the perfect waistwear is over. Or has it just begun? Well, I need that stone tongue.
And?
I'm guessing there's a new mark available.
If it...
Or it'll be related to... Oh, never mind, actually. Where do I get the stone tongue?
Paul said it was an army of a
Well, whatever it isn't available just yet. Might be related to this quest in the infirmary. Tears of Mercy. Never know. What are you doing, Fluffer? Nah, who's a good little bodger, but always a good little bodger. Right, I am done for the night. It's coming up to midnight. Time for bed, for work in the morning. But anyway, yes, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed. If you watched on YouTube, hope you enjoyed as well. There will be more to come. Until then, have a good night, and I'll catch you again tomorrow. Peace.